Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Do me a little quick political post. Wife read me a very interesting story today. She didn't read all of it, but highlighted it. A British reporter from the UK. She appeared on CNN International in London. And boy, did she read them the right act. She let them know that herself and many others of us call it Clinton News Network. They didn't like that. They didn't like that at all. And, well, what do you mean? Well, you keep portraying everything in the Democratic favor. You're not biased. You know? All of your polls are opposite of what everybody else says, and they have to lean towards Hillary. You know, you've been like that for years. She read them right act pretty good. And they kept interrupting her. Yes, I'm going to have a Whopper. So, I quite enjoyed it. Read a few of the comments. Somewhere Mama got some comments about someone had called out a whole bunch of different news stations and whatever their letters were. I was trying to find it. That's what I really wanted to share with you. I didn't find it. Damn it. So, it's blowing me away. I'm getting different reports that Trump is really doing good. He's tearing them up. But you go to any of these news medias that do their own polling, and they tell you that he's falling behind, and he's falling even farther behind, and he's struggling. And I don't get it, people. Just how stupid do they think we are? You know, we see the rallies. We see how many's at Trump and how many's at Hillary's. Now, in the beginning, they would interview some of these people at the Trump rallies. And some of them, oh, we just came to see the show. Circus is in town. We come to see the circus. And all these little rude and crude comments. I could buy that off of a couple people. But when you have 20 and 30,000 people show up, I think they came for more than the circus. They didn't come to see the clown. When only 25 or 30 show up to the Democrat, I think they know who the clown is. And they don't want to see that show. Just my thinking. That's the end of my ice, damn it. Been several cases of the votes being changed on the computers. That's still being reported, still going around. New ones popping up. Some places are going to paper ballot. I'll be curious. I'll be curious. Oh, I know another one the wife read to me. Where in the world was that at? They had over 2,000 people registered to vote that was over 110 years old. they had, the oldest one was like 165. And they've already voted this year. So, and they said the majority, not all, but the majority of them was Democratic. What state was that, Mama?
I don't remember now.
I don't either. But,
North Carolina, I think.
yeah, I think it was North Carolina. But yeah, they, the state did a little registration homework this summer. Found out they got a whole bunch of people that are pretty damn old that's still voting. And some of them done made it out this year. That's amazing. Getting along pretty good for 160 something. Yet Trump was full of bull about hollering about a rigged election. Parts of it is rigged, not the whole thing. There's no doubt in my mind. Part of it is simply it's in government control. And what in the world has the government ever ran that they did it right? You know, there's a story, and I don't know if it's true or not. Of course, everybody claims it is. You know how that goes. But they took over a cat house out in Nevada. You know, prostitute thing. And took it over for taxes. And the government was going to run it for a couple years to recoup their taxes they'd lost or hadn't been paid. And that even went bankrupt. And they said, now, it goes to show you the government can't even run a cat house and make money. But, and that's about the size of it. Whatever they put their hand in, they mess it up. You can hand them a full-on deal here, guaranteed to make money, cat house, and they'd lose money every time. Our government is. Well, they're running our election. They're running the registration. And I don't care what level it's on, whether it's on the county, the state, or the federal. It seems like whenever you get elected, that they have a policy that you have to go take some dumb pills. And as soon as you win an election, they start dumbing you down where you don't even know how to tie your shoes. And I've seen some of them, I wonder how they tie their shoes. One of them was worried about where Gitmo is. They was worried about the too many Americans and they would capsize the island. Really? We don't need too many heroes like that running our country. So, big truck, your brakes were screaming. Just be careful, people. Get the word out. Make sure you go out and vote. Encourage everybody to vote. And when you do vote, make sure that the machine registers what you want it to register. Which should be Trump, but you know, I know there's a few people that are still warped. So, at least 20 of them in Florida, they went to Hillary's. Well, actually it wasn't Hillary, it was her puppet. So, that's it. God bless evening. Remember, God loves you, so do I. Hillary, she don't like you. Even if you vote for her, she will not like you. You're a dumbass. Ask her, she'll tell you. You're deplorable. Good night.